Hey Leo, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your April 2024 career reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you're new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Leo, you do have the frame card showing up here with the book. So some of you could be taking a class, maybe to enhance your skills. This could be an online workshop, a seminar. Perhaps you are the one creating a course or a workshop for others. I see you busy at home. So Leo, you could work from home, or maybe there's a home project that you're currently focusing on in the month of April. I also see your space, your environment shifting. So I'm curious to see what shows up in your environmental sector of the reading, because I feel that there's going to be improvements. Yeah, I'm just getting this energy here of big improvements, Leo. And that may be why you have the treasure chest showing up smack dab in the middle. So some of you, you may be in the art and design industry. Okay, maybe you're in a home decorator, or you are designing things for homes. You have some choices, you have some options to make in the month of April. And I feel like by taking a look at what some of these options are for you, it's important to focus on one thing and stay consistent, because that one thing could grow. Now, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't focus on some of the other ideas, but I feel you'll be giving more of your time and your energy instead of maybe staying inconsistent, or just putting maybe 20% into this and 40 into that, and kind of spreading yourself a little bit too thin. I do see here that you're going to put your focus on something and really grow in the month of April. So we have here the book card. Someone writing a book. Okay, that could be an author energy. Some of you are getting published, or you're wanting to put yourself out there. You may have your work being noticed or being recognized. Yeah, you've gone through a major transformation, and it's leading to a new beginning where you're attracting what it is that you truly want into your world. And there's a new opportunity coming in the physical. I love this for you. So diving in, you have the frame. Leo, this is about steady income, organization, again, art and design. This is very fortuitous for those of you crafters, those of you artists out there, maybe spiritually based business. You could be self-employed here as well, but I see that you have some sort of knowledge. It's like the certification. You may have some sort of background to go with your line of work. It could be from, an accredited college. Maybe you have 8 years under your belt. For others of you, maybe it's a certification you got on Udemy, right? I feel like there is maybe additional learning and growth here for you as well, but you've made a life for yourself by really honing in on some of your crafts, but also dipping your fingers in many different pots. I'm getting someone is a crafter. Someone may work with clay, with pottery as well. Someone may work with maybe glass is what I'm getting here. I don't know if this is sea glass or what type of glass. Maybe you're using glass beads in some sort of work. I feel like you would benefit from opening up shop or selling your items. Maybe that's something you've done on the side. Maybe that's what you're thinking about. Now you have the treasure chest. This is your goal. I think it's everyone's goal not to have to worry tooth and nail around finances, right? Having enough in reserve to be able to retire, having enough extra where you don't have to scrimp, where you aren't, struggling paycheck to paycheck here. This is possibly hidden talent coming out here for you. And I do see that you do have a lot of talent. Again, your fingers in many different bowls this month, or many different cups, as we see with the 7 of Cups starting off here. Some of you could even be in sales. Maybe you want to sell different products. You could be planning for your future and discovering more about yourself, more about what lies below the surface. What hidden talents are you good at? And maybe that's why you have your fingers in a couple of different things at this time, because you want to pull out some new treasures. So in this treasure chest, it's not just the pearls that are present. We see, we see gold and we see brooches and we see earrings. And so there's a different blend. There's a plethora of different jewels and gems that are in this treasure chest. And I feel like that's why you've been taking a look and see what you're curious about. What can you build upon? What can you grow? What can you put more energy into that you can monetize off of? You have the book card. So some of you are doing a lot of research at this time as well. This is about learning as you go, because sometimes we feel like we have to know everything before we start, and that's not the case with this energy. You're going to learn as you go, because you're going to stumble along the way. You're going to learn new things. You're going to learn, what the best time management is and organizational tools and what works for you. You have to kind of get into that routine. And I feel like it's important that you take a class or learn something a little bit more, either about yourself or your craft. This does remind me of the Eight of Pentacles. This can be education, law, contracts coming in here, paperwork to be signed. It's almost like sign on the dotted line. Some of you are finding the magic within the pages of your career, right? And what that means is you're okay with turning a new page. You're okay with learning something new here that could potentially lead to, look at this, bottom three, bottom of the deck, you have the gold, you have the coins, and you have the tree. Those are the three best cards here in the deck with the treasure, right? This is financial growth, bringing things to fruition here, Leo. You want abundance, you want stability, but like this tree, it's not just one little, flower, one little branch that you're growing from way over here on its own. This is maybe multiple sources of income. It's many different investments that you've put your time, your energy, your money into. This reminds me of the Ten of Pentacles, and I feel like you're leaving a legacy. Leo, you're going big, and that's part of who you are, right? Going big. You don't want to sell yourself short here. You have values that you're not going to waste on going small or limiting yourself. This is about your integrity as well, and investing in things that are going to bring you some sort of joy, happiness, financial gain, or reciprocity in some way, shape, or form. This is also satisfaction personally. Are you personally satisfied with your work, with your skills? And if not, you are the type of person that's willing to open yourself up and say, what do I need to know? What do I need to be open to? Because it's when you think that you know everything, that's when we block off that energy. And I don't feel like that's you, Leo. You have money coming in, especially in the future, right? This is money coming in. It's wealth, good investments. This is maybe getting a raise, getting that lucky break, sales, finances, and maybe even banking or going to the bank here as well. Maybe this has to do with stocks, cryptocurrency, insurance, home rates, things of that nature, because the Ten of Pentacles can be like a Wall Street energy. Okay, you have the work from home card showing up here. So as mentioned, Leo, some of you could work from home. Okay, thank you. They're pointing to the dog and they're saying Aries. Okay, Aries, Leo, Scorpio. Maybe some of you have a pet name or a pet that you know their astrological sign, or maybe they're named after an astrological sign. That's interesting. Okay. Some of you, maybe you're into astrology and maybe your pet's just laying there and you're concocting a new numerology plan for your target market or whatever it may be. I feel like numerology and astrology are coming through here as well, but you're planning for the future because you know that there's more where that came from. That has been a quote or a phrase that Spirit has been bringing up in every single reading, basically, because I sense that there could be something globally in April, maybe March into April, especially with that eclipse that we have on the 25th in the sign of Libra. There could be something here that you are being exposed to that you're going to kind of know the truth. It's almost as if you're going to come up with some new ideas, and you're looking to the stars, or you're looking to maybe the numbers or the planets or things of that nature. I also feel you could be, you know, that you are going to go big, right? Go big or go home. And with that scarcity or poverty conscious mindset, if there is something that happens as a shakeup globally, I feel like the reason why Spirit's bringing that message through is for you to adopt that abundant mindset. And that was, I believe, the title of either Aries or Taurus, one of them, they're reading, adopt that abundant mindset, because that's what we're going to need here going into some of the shakeups that we'll see throughout 2024. Someone could be getting a new car, a company vehicle. This could be wheels or tires on a car. You could be getting a replacement. I'm getting a loaner car, or maybe you're going through Turo, or going through a rental car company for a trip. Maybe you work at Turo. Okay, that's coming up here. Maybe you work in a rental agency as in sales. Okay, we have dress to impress, and you're definitely going to get that call back or that follow-up. If you have an interview coming in here, or you are wanting to impress, it's not just impressing with how you look, right? Not just what you're wearing, but how you're wearing it. It's your confidence. It's the energy that exuberates from you, Leo. This is definitely getting that call back and a follow-up here. So beautiful. You have some sort of discount or sale. This has been coming up as well. So we could see some shifts maybe in insurance and home rates and interest, things of that nature. So shop around for the best rates. Okay, maybe this has to do with Geico or Progressive or some sort of car insurance. American General, or call the General, that just came up. So take a look at options. If something seems to skyrocket in your area, or maybe this is groceries or whatever it is, I feel like there are other avenues to help you save. Okay, so explore them if you want. You don't have to. Now, diving into your reading with the tarot, you have the Seven of Cups. It is showing up in reverse here. So the Seven of Cups can feel a little bit overwhelmed with everything, you know, going on within the cups. Like, what's underneath this cup? I really should make a decision. My hands feel full. I really want to do that and that and that and that. But Spirit is saying here, pick something, because he looks a little indecisive. He's kind of, you know, humming and hawing. But he knows, and it almost looks a little bit murky, but you can see that snake slithering out from the red cup. And this also came up in another reading. And I feel the reason why this cup is red is because this is a warning symbol. So that's why it's important to trust your intuition, Leo. And if there is something that is warning you, don't go in that direction. Maybe that's best for another time. Don't force it, but trust your intuition and trust your, you know, your heart to guide you and lead you to pick whatever cup you want here. And to pick one and then follow through. You may be having trouble because you can't quite see what's underneath it. But I feel if you trust your intuition and you really look closely, you'll be able to see what the best option is for you at this time. Okay, sometimes this can be wishful thinking, right? Making the right choice. And you could be indecisive because you don't want to make a wrong choice. You don't want to, you know, start a business making dog treats when you really have, you know, a strong desire to be a tarot reader on YouTube, right? You want to do them both, but you're trying to think logically, but your heart's really over here. I feel like it's important to trust your heart and your intuition with the cups, Seven of Cups here. Okay, Queen of Pentacles. It is showing up as crossing your energy. So this is resourcefulness. And we just talked about that here as well. So that could be why we see that major sale coming up, Leo. This can be focusing on your financial gains. This can be even focusing on where you could be overspending. Yeah, that's what I get here. Overspending. There is an area in your life that you could be overspending literally with money, or this could be overspending of your time. Are you putting in the energy towards the things that are going to be beneficial for you here in the earthly realm? She's a pentacle, remember, so she wants to build her success here on earth. But if she's not focused on the right things, or if she's investing in, you know, things that aren't serving her, I feel like that's what you're being called to reassess. And we'll be in the throes, I believe, of Mercury retrograde at that time. And what I always say about retrograde is look at all the REs. every RE word that you can think of, basically. Replenish, reassess, reevaluate, reorder, reorganize. So this is a really good time for you to reconnect with who you are and what you truly want and how you can manifest that here in the material world. All right, Leo. In your deep, deep foundation or your deep past, there's some anxiety here. I mean, Nine of Swords can be nightmares. It can be worries, sleepless nights, insomnia. Some of you are tossing and turning here. But I feel like there's going to be a divine message that comes in because you can see all those crows. Crows are noisy, right? You can hear crows a mile away. So there's something that's very noisy in your mental chatter. But you see the one white crow. It's like there is divinity. There is chaos. There's order, excuse me, or divine order in all of this chaos. And that was actually the title, I believe, of Cancer's reading, Leo. So if you're on that cusp or you have Cancer placements in your chart, you may want to check that out. But if there has been some chaos, you're going to see the divine order. I mean, this is in the deep past, which is good. But sometimes because of what happens externally, you reach back into the deep past and some of those old fears can resurface. And some of those old fears may be around opening up emotionally to a situation. I mean, Knight of Cups is showing up here, but it is in reverse. This is the recent past. So Knight of Cups can be obsessive energy, right? It can even be manipulation. It can be very in and out, right? One day the heart wants this. The next day our emotions are over here. So this is a very emotional energy when it's in reverse. And it's like you want to get a little bit of taste of it all, but I just feel like you're inconsistent with what that is for you. And that's why we have that consistency of choosing something that you want to focus on and expanding upon that. Okay, Knight of Cups could also be someone in your energy, someone who was not taking action towards what they promised you. Yeah, empty promises. I kind of feel that way. For a lot of you, that's going to resonate more. Empty promises. You wanted to trust someone. You wanted to believe that what they said here, we'll give you that raise, Leo, or you're really good at your craft. We'd love for you to work with us. But then the months kept going by or the days and you wouldn't get a call back, or the work that they were helping you with was inconsistent or whatever it may be. I just feel empty promises. And that's where this King of Swords comes in, right? King of Swords, he slices through any of that BS. He's not going to put up with that. And so this is your energy saying, all right, I'm cutting to the truth here. This is intelligence. This is logic. This is using the head over heart at times. But the King of Swords is also someone who is very mature and very knowledgeable. He knows a lot about a lot. And so you know a lot about a lot. I feel like this is representing you here, Leo. I really do. I mean, this could be someone else, of course, an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But I feel like this is you cutting through the fluff and taking what you've learned into consideration, but you're looking at it, I see, from a holistic point of view. You're taking the education part, the knowledge. You want to be wise. And I see if this is you, maybe it would be beneficial for you to reconnect, right, with yourself, with the Seven of Cups, because if your emotions are feeling scattered, you may just shut down. King of Swords, right? Sometimes, you know, if he's in the reverse, sometimes he can come across as a little bit cold, a little bit blunt. Now, he's not coming up in the reverse here. And I feel like you're being guided to kind of go through a little bit of a rebirth. You see that there's a bat in the background. There's an owl, which represents clarity. He looks very chill, very nonchalant. Like, yeah, I'm not going to let that wind bother me today. Even though that wind may be blowing up a little bit of chaos, I'm just chill about it. And I feel like that may be something that you could do instead of succumbing to the Nine of Swords, fears, false evidence appearing real. Use your logic in a situation. If something isn't real, but maybe your emotions, your fears are saying they are, that may be where this King of Swords comes in, and he's very helpful. And he says, that's not real, Leo. Okay, that's just an emotional, that's something emotional that may be causing fear from an external source. It's an illusion. It does not exist. So the power of the mind is what I get here for you. The power of thought, the power of the mind. Some of you may even be looking into the works of Wayne Dyer. Your thoughts become your reality. You may be listening to meditations at night or during the day, positive affirmations, frequencies. I'm getting like frequency singing bowls as well. There is an energy here of you slicing through the fluff. Yeah, slicing through the fluff and getting down to business. So if you start off in a 7 of Cups energy, you're going to focus. You're going to get to work here. And you're going to make sure you surround yourself with helpful, supportive people, because 3 of Pentacles here in reverse says that someone wasn't quite pulling their weight. If someone is involved, and that may be this person who's a little bit empty, you know, fills you up with empty promises. You may be saying, nah, I'm not dealing with that. Not my circus, not my monkeys, right? I feel like collaboration is helpful here with the right people. Teamwork, making that dream work. 4 of Pentacles, or excuse me, 3 of Pentacles. So yeah, I also see here calling in people who have knowledge that can help you as well. Because the King of Swords, yeah, he knows a lot, but there could be certain areas that are not his expertise. Maybe he's not as creative in an area that he would like to be. And then he calls in the creator, right? Maybe he is not as, you know, I mean, he can be very financially savvy, but he's not the King of Pentacles. So perhaps there's something with money management where he calls someone in and says, okay, do my taxes, right? So I feel like there is a connection, a network here, a collaboration that can help you get to the places you want to go. Showing up in your energy is some sort of an ending, some sort of a transformation. And we just said that with the bat, a rebirth. And actually, they're showing me behind the King of Swords, there's actually a dragonfly there as well. So both the dragonfly and the bat represent rebirth and transformation. The crow on top is that signaler. He's the one that he's on the lookout, and that's his own intuition. King of Swords has strong intuition, right? So if there's danger, that crow is going to crow. You know, they are going to let you know. So I feel here that there is some sort of transformation taking place here with the Death card. And a lot of people fear the Death card here, but it is a very beautiful energy, I believe, because it's about spiritual growth. It's about transitioning from one form to another. And if you truly understand the existence of the human, you know, the human experience, we're not supposed to stay a teeny tiny baby our whole life. We grow, we evolve, right? Unless you're Benjamin Button, you reverse, right? But I feel like this is the energy here of you growing and evolving from baby steps to graduation of some sort. And you're meant to go through that death and rebirth process. It's part of the earthly experience. So whatever is coming to an end, or whatever you are putting an end to, it's just because you're transforming it into a new energy or a new frequency. That's what it is, a new frequency. This is actually quite a beautiful thing. And they're giving me, some of you definitely have Aries placements in your chart, Leo. They're giving me a saying that came up in Aries reading, may the 4th be with you. Okay, like may the Force be with you, Star Wars. But I see here a significance around 4, which would be April. Some of you 4, I mean, actually look at that. 1 and 3 is 4. So some of you could be maybe life path 4. 4-4 could be significant, maybe 4-14, 4-24. Just pay attention to the 4s. 4s represent structure, planning, foundation, and stability. And it's also the number of the Emperor as well. So definitely some strong rebirth happening here in your world. What's happening is a new beginning. Yeah, there's a new beginning because someone's taken a leap of faith. That someone is you. The Fool is one of the most spiritual energies in tarot. Really is. It is the soul self. It's the true inner self, unencumbered by the conditioning. This is that baby energy coming into the world, coming in as human form, as that, you know, baby soul, or not so much baby soul, but baby form. And not that I'm calling anybody a baby here, but it's almost as if you have to disengage from any conditionings or limiting beliefs, or unlearn everything you've ever learned in a way that allows you to be able to take a leap of faith, that allows you to take some sort of risk. And as Nike says, just do it, right? The Fool is about trusting. She's holding her amethyst there. The amethyst is her pure connection to the divine. It's a fresh start. It's spontaneity. It's taking a risk, right? We take a risk when we come into this world because we are growing, we're evolving. We take a risk when we decide to have a family, to move, to start a job, to end a job, to go through a divorce. So, you know, all of those milestones that we have in our lives. And here's one more that's showing up in your world. So Leo, whatever this new beginning is, whether it's going back to school, it could be working from home, starting a business, changing careers, relocating, Spirit is saying, do it. Because if you wait until the perfect time, you could be waiting a while. And you don't want to look back and say, I wish I would have done that sooner. All right, what's going on here in your hopes and fears? Two of Cups in reverse. You're disconnecting, but I feel like that's kind of where you want to be. You want to disconnect from an energy if it's not serving you. You don't want to put your time over here wasting away when you're not being appreciated or you're not getting compensated for it. So the Two of Cups, you want to break away from something, separate your energy from something in order to have a new beginning with something that feels more aligned, because this is also the law of attraction energy. And you're not focusing on growing something over here because you realize that there's no growth in whatever this is. You realize that the growth is over here. So you're making a conscious choice to have this divine detour, Leo. Beautiful energy here. Two of Cups, though, is also about partnerships, important partnerships. So there is a new soulmate contract coming in. And didn't we get that? Yeah, with the books. There's a new soulmate contract coming in that is here to help guide you on your career, money, financial path. Soulmate doesn't have to be romantic, right? It can be a business partnership. It can be a loyal friend. It could be someone that, or an organization, something that you attract into your world that ends up being a very good partnership. Beautiful. Yeah, because you're collaborating. There's a sense of collaboration. There's a sense of duality. I almost see like two opposites kind of coming together, but that's what creates a beautiful working in the process, or a beautiful working in the mix. It's almost as if, you know, one person has this gift or skill or talent, and then this person has this gift or skill or talent, and combined, it really brings the energy of major success coming in. And here's your outcome. Ace of Pentacles. There's that pentacle, right? There's the pentacle that the Queen is holding on to. Literally, that is the same pentacle that she's holding on to. So perhaps you don't have that opportunity right away going into the month, or it's something that you are manifesting, or you have some great ideas on, but because I see you focusing, getting clear on your intention, that's when you are going to see something grow, something take shape, or something manifest in the physical. Ace of Pentacles is a brand new opportunity. It's a new beginning in the material world. Good news in your career, your money. It's unlimited potential. It is unlimited potential, and it has potential for growth. You see that coming from this pentacle, there is roots. So I feel like there's stability here with this as well. You're planting, or you have planted the seeds, and you're going to be hanging on to that pentacle in no time, because the Queen of Pentacles, even though it's crossing your energy, it is still in your energy. So expect some sort of new opportunity by the end of the month. Beautiful. Something that you've been working towards maybe for the last year is what I'm picking up on here as well. Maybe this has been in your mind for about a year, maybe even a decade. Some of you 10. I'm getting a 1 energy here, and that makes sense. I mean, 1 is magician, but 1s are all about new beginnings, taking your courage to the next level. It can be leadership. It can be gifts. So I definitely see you changing direction. All right, let's get a message here from the wisdom of the Oracle. What do we have, please? Oh, did one flip out? Yeah. We have yin energy. This is yin yang, and this is actually the feminine principle, I believe. So the feminine principle is all about receiving, right? Receiving some blessings. So I feel like it's about darn time that you start receiving some blessings, right? So I feel like it's coming in for you, Leo. Now, this is about, yep, the feminine principle of receptivity It's letting someone else make the first move, maybe gathering information and taking cues. It's also the art of conscious allowing. Yeah, that's so important to be open to receiving. And a lot of people are walking around here on earth and they're not even conscious that their energy is blocking people, right? It's like they have these shields that are going up like this all the time, constantly blocking opportunities based out of fear for a lot of people. But you're seeing something for what it is here. And it says this is a time when the most effective action is to allow others to show you the way forward. Observe their behavior and follow their lead. Your desire to push through must take a back seat for now. Collaborate and offer your ideas rather than dictating what must happen. Let others come to you. It's important that they feel they have power too. Another meeting is about releasing your need to have things in the form that you want them. That could be that King of Swords. Sometimes the King of Swords, right? He can have a very strict, solemn belief on a situation, and he can get in his head and there's no stopping him, right? It says, another meaning, yes, is about releasing your need to have things in the form that you want. How do you want to feel basking in your success? Now, allow the universe to show you the form. Yin is the sign of essence. Things may go more smoothly than you expect. Yeah, especially if you're contemplating, this rebirth, this death and rebirth here. There's the infinity symbol right between there. It's never ending, right? Energy doesn't just get cut off and then it's done. It just kind of takes shape or form in something else. The protection message. Do you have trouble receiving? Hello, knock knock, Queen of Pentacles. She has those two antennas showing up here. She is in reverse. Do you feel like you're disconnected from Mother Gaia, from Source, from the world at times? Okay, it says, do you have trouble receiving? You stop the flow of abundance when you continually insist upon being the giver. That's a message for some of you. You may be a giver, right? You may be someone who you want to be in that masculine or in that yang energy here. But this is saying when you continually insist upon being that giver, you can't always lead. You can't always give. You can't always teach, right? You must be the student, the open vessel, and the one who receives the gift, gesture, or offer in equal measure. Open up, let love, let life, let abundance and spirit fill you without demand or expectation. Just receive thy bounty that is yours. And there it is. That's a big message for you. Here's the bounty. Be open to receiving it here with no expectations tied to it. And that's such a difficult lesson to learn on earth, because we tie ourselves, we feel tethered to expectation, right? We have to get this back in return in the form that I want to see it, right? But when we open up to this, as I say, this or something better, that's when you really see miracles come in your world. All right. Let's get a few messages from your spirit animals. And at this time, Leo, I just ask if you can, please close your eyes. Take a nice big inhale from your solar plexus chakra, your belly area. And with your eyes still closed, upon your exhale, I want you to tune in to your third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. Perhaps your animals are wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. This could be a pet that's crossed over the rainbow bridge. Maybe an animal that's crossed your path in the great outdoors, or maybe even come to you through your dream state. There is no right or wrong answer, Leo. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you're ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, where I draw one winner around the first of each month and post right back here on the channel. So please make sure you've hit that subscribe and bell button so you don't miss that notification. All you need to do is drop your animals in the comment section below the video, and I will personally enter you into that free reading giveaway. All right. Now, remember that saying that I said earlier? I mean, we use a lot of sayings, a lot of phrases in the readings here, but we said that there's plenty more where that came from. You have the buffalo spirit showing up. It's the 10 energy, Wheel of Fortune, and it says the abundant universe will provide. Yeah, that's the same energy that Spirit's been giving about there's plenty where that came from. This is opening yourself up, being the receiver. Instead of trying to maybe push or have things go in the way that you want them to go, this is about receiving, because the universe has some big plans in store for you, Leo. I love this. The buffalo brings many different layers, many different resources to one's life. So open up and see the cornucopia of abundance that's available for you. You have Coyote. Coyote says, trust in divine detours. Yes, because you've gone through some detours. It's card 16. That's the Tower energy. So some of you have gone through some Tower moments, but it's to strengthen you and prepare you and get you ready for what you cannot see maybe coming, but you know that you have this inner knowing that everything's going to be okay, that you are here living your purpose, your mission, and your life, and you will be taken care of. Next we have Koala Spirit. Spirit has a plan. That's literally what we just said here. Trust. Spirit has a plan. You have a blueprint that you have concocted prior to incarnating into this lifetime. You have access to that at any given moment, but a lot of times we tune out, we disconnect, or we don't always allow ourselves to trust our intuition to be led. Okay, so trust that you have a plan, your spiritual team, your divine self, right? The God within you. And lastly, you have Dragonfly. And we mentioned the Dragonfly and the King of Swords. It says truth transcends illusion. Did we not say that? We said the King of Swords comes in and he cuts through illusions. He cuts through the fluff. That's a reminder with the Dragonfly. Beautiful energy here. Some of you may be born on the 10th, the 16th, the 22nd, or you may be 35 years old. And last but not least, let's see what your soul wants you to know at this time. What does your soul have for you? Messages from your soul's truth. All right. Thank you, Spirit. How can I be more kind to myself and offer more grace in this very moment? Growing our self-love is medicine to this world's broken heart. When you heal, Leo, we all heal. When you give yourself more grace, you are able to give the world more grace. Today's soul action. Look at yourself with a grace filter, right? We all know what filters are. We have them on every single thing. And instead of it being a filter that changes up the imagery, right? Let's look at it from a grace filter. You are meant to be in this moment of your life. Release the inner critic and fill in that hole with your soul's truth. What's your soul's truth, Leo? That you are infinite. There's that infinity symbol, right? You're infinite, that you are loved, and that you're already there. I love that. You're already there. You're already doing it. You're already, moving on this path. But you are being guided here to choose a cup. Choose this direction, or maybe not even choose it. Let it choose you. Let it come to you here, and trust your intuition enough to say, okay, Spirit's shown me this numerous times. Spirit's shown me this class that I keep seeing showing up on my social media feed, or this job has shown up many times for me. Maybe it's about time I take that leap of faith. And that's why you have the Fool energy. That is what I have for you, Leo. I hope it resonates. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And do drop your power animals in the comment section below the video. Thank you so very much for tuning in, Leo. Lots of love.